Safi. Hard work. Kazi songe mbele, si ndio? Exactly. So guys, the work has already commenced here. We have something called machela. Machela is this kind of the stuffs here. Gonna be helping like ladders. They're gonna be helping them a bit to carry this kind of the stones here. So before we're gonna be launching it, already it is inside. Sasa amewekewa. Sasa yeye ndo anafaa ipange hapo ndani. So guys, we have Magabo, mambo vipi? Kila kitu iko chonjo. Sasa useme good morning.
Good morning.
Sasa unaambia mawe ama unaambia
good morning. Good morning.
Kila mtu mambo iko chonjo.
Mambo
exactly. Sasa ingia ndani utulaunchie. So guys, he had to launch the house of himself to make sure that everything is so fantastic. So he has to arrange it at a specific corner that you're going to be talking about. It's going to be so effective for him to talk about. Now the father had to launch, and that is precise thing. Yuko sawa? Ameingia kwa kona kidogo. Ulifanyanga ufundi? Ulifanyanga? Safi, twende nayo. Panga vizuri. Ni nzito? Nzito. Twende. Safi. Mambo iko chonjo. Exactly. Sasa now they can launch and they can just continue the work with an immediate effect because he has made it already. Sasa hata uko nataka kazi? Oh, kwa hivyo tuendelee na kazi. So it's part of the team to make it happen, and they're going to be getting a small wages per day, and everything going to be running so smooth at this kind of the time. So the work has commenced immediately, and the work will just go on, and everything will be so fantastic. Yes. Hello internet, welcome back. Itanos Kogintu back again. Early in the morning, tuko maveras, tuko poa, tuko fiti. Wherever you're coming from, thank you very much for you being tuned and locked in. As going to be commencing. Today is on Sunday, and we are democratizing to make sure that everything going to be coming out more effectively and one-on-one live. Coming out from the site of the Jiggers family here. We're going to be making it happening, and already we have top masons and top engineers and the top handmans there on the site to make sure we're going to be commencing and making it happen. As far as everything is concerned, everything going to be put at its own position, and as long as everything is to be done here, and we're going to be making sure that they're going to be looking for the level. I think the topography is slanting to the talk about the slanting position towards the river. I'll talk about the river banks there, and I think how we're going to be making it a little bit here, it's going to be coming up like something else. And what I can just check from this kind of the position here, some of the hardcore, we're going to be using them as far as everything is concerned, and we check if it's going to be so punctual and they're going to be used more effectively, and they can just do something which is meticulous at this kind of the area here. So some people are now early in the morning here. Where Buddha? Hioremra. Aya waisha mpaka nyumbani huko. So guys, as far as everything is as we are now here, and the engineer, they are there. They're now discussing on how to arrange the work, talk about the masons and much more. So we're going to be making sure that everything. So today is the launching day, and I should be having here with the Magabo one-on-one. So as whenever they're going to be starting putting this kind of the stones here, he should be here to make sure that the work commences, as he will be the first person to put this kind of the stones inside here. So the site going to be commencing, and the people at the site. Sasa cheki. Simuni subirie tu kama dakika 2 peke yake nilete mwenye nyumba. Si ndio anaanzanga, si ndio? Tuongeze zingine 2. Asi wakati upanga siko hapo. Hizo ni vijiti. Wacha nilete miti basi. Na huyu mjamaa aanze na mawe. Safi. Hard work. Kazi songe mbele, si ndio? Exactly. So guys, the work has already commenced here. We have something called machela. Machela is this kind of the stuffs here. Gonna be helping like ladders. They're gonna be helping them a bit to carry this kind of the stones here. So before we're gonna be launching it, already it is inside. Sasa amewekewa. Sasa yeye ndo anafaa ipange hapo ndani. So guys, we have Magabo, mambo vipi? Kila kitu iko chonjo. Sasa useme good morning.
Good morning.
Sasa unaambia mawe ama unaambia
good morning. Good morning.
Kila mtu mambo iko chonjo.
Exactly.
Sasa ingia ndani utulaunchie. So guys, he had to launch the house of himself to make sure that everything is so fantastic. So he has to arrange it at a specific corner that you're going to be talking about. It's going to be so effective for him to talk about. Now the father had to launch, and that is precise thing. Yuko sawa? Ameingia kwa kona kidogo. Ulifanyanga ufundi? Ulifanyanga? Safi, twende nayo. Panga vizuri. Ni nzito? Twende. Safi. Mambo iko chonjo. Exactly. Sasa now they can launch and they can just continue the work with an immediate effect because he has made it already. Sasa hata huko nataka kazi. Oh, kwa hivyo tuendelee na kazi. So it's part of the team to make it happen, and they're going to be getting a small wages per day, and everything going to be running so smooth at this kind of the time. So the work has commenced immediately, and the work will just go on, and everything will be so fantastic here. So already I've seen 2 top masons here. Today it's just heaping all inside. Talk about all the hardcore should be just be arranged inside here to make sure that by tomorrow we shall be now making sure that it's going to be levelized in a way that everything will be so fantastic, and also coming up with an effective foundation at this kind of the time here. So the boys have democratized here. The work goes on and on. Sasa tuko na watu wangapi kwa site? 8. Watu 8? Mafundi wawili? Mafundi 4. Watu wa mkono 8. Watu wa mkono ni 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Number 8? Anakuja. Okay, so guys, I have to go and bring this kind of the staffs again, this kind of the ladders. I'm gonna be getting some of them, 2 of them already, and because they're gonna be 4, so as that the 8 top handman, they're gonna be making sure, gonna be using each 2. You can even see how they just use it here. So they're gonna be 2 per each. So if there are 8, I have to add 2 because we have only 2. So I'm gonna be getting 2 from my home because the construction is going to be getting on at the G Castle there. I had some of them, so I have to make sure they're gonna be using them more effectively as the others. Right now, ama wakati mngekuwa mnapeleka moja moja basi. Hata kama itakuwa ndogo ndogo, si ndio? Badala ya kusimama. So guys, the top masons there, they are 4, and I think about this kind of the work gonna be getting on and on, very meticulous at this kind of the point. So keep tuned, and we have much of the 2 people are bringing much of the water. Every kind of the area gonna be. We have some of the waters here, and I think there will not be enough at this kind of the position. When water will be getting to be commencement of water, they'll just know that they have nothing here. They will just understand because this one is a small gallons of water, very small ones here. Hi, mambo vipi? Salamu alaikum. Mambo iko chonjo? Yeah. Safi. Mambo vipi konsi? Everything is good. It's good. Everything is very meticulous. So the ones who are just holding this kind of the Ministry of Water, they're the ones who are heading it. And I think about other things are going to be coming to you live at this kind of the fantastic module, and we're going to be giving you a little bit of the briefing on what going to be conducted here and how it's going to be. So I think before I could just get this kind of the rafts, I can just call them the raft or the ladders, I'm going to be bringing extra, and the work will just commence. Today I think we shall be in a better position. Whenever we get to the evening, maybe this kind of the stone will be completed. So we shall be in a position of starting with the downer area because of the topography. So as you can just increase, because that downer area, it will come to a level of my waist. So as you can just reflect to the top because of the topography, how it's just slanting here. So they have to heap here much of the hardcore as at the top masons, they're now preparing themselves to wear the normal clothing for the work. How are you, man? Everything is nice? So nice. This is the normal clothing. Yes. And whenever somebody meets you the way you are, thinks about, this is an officer in charge of something else. But whenever it comes to the site, yes. Now the site attires are there. So that's the work that we're going to be commencing, and everything will be so fantastic here. So they're going to be looking for the level. We have already launched it, and no blah 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 and blushing each west and south and much of the things here. So let's keep it tuned. Let me get much of less talk and much of the action. Exactly. Let the work commence, and I'm going to be coming to the work also, and to make sure that everything goes on and on. At the hospital there, I've just got Mr. Magebo from the hospital, and they have slept good, and everything is so fantastic. So keep it tuned. I'm going to be updating you what comes from the hospital and also from the site, as we're going to be making it happen. And this is the beginning. Mdogo ni muziki. Oya, muziki. Akurichi earphone. Senko kwa. Kana kuyo mugoro bantu rasika. Sindio? Guys, already we are just getting the level. Dan Trejo, yeah. What's up, man? Everything is nice. So that's where the foundation should be. Yeah. Okay. So that's the level?
No. We are just arranging the first hardcore.
Oh, the first hardcore. Fantastic. So guys, we are just checking here a bit. They're gonna be looking for the level, and I think they are just getting it from this kind of the position here. As you can even see everything. So they are just arranging the first time of the hardcore. They should just be placed regularly. To make sure that they're going to be covering the space a bit here. So they are making sure that everything is so fantastic here. As you can just see, the site is now full of people, and I'm just looking forward, guys, to make sure that everything is just coming out very fantastic. As what I can just say is by now we have not yet got much of the transactions that we're going to be catering for tomorrow's work also, and today's work is a bit it's going to be delayed a bit for the transaction that going to be coming out on Monday, and which going to be, I have the 12,000 going to be coming, which is tomorrow, because of the Sunday we don't have the bank transactions going to be occurring at the Western Union a bit. Some of the people I like about, because people have already started understanding the Western Union from my side is not working, so they're just using my sister's Kate Sigano's talk about account to make sure you're going to be getting some things, or you can just use whoever you feel and you can just deliver the package if you're going to be sending through Western Union. Other stuff like Ria Money, like MoneyGram, they're going to be working very meticulous to me. And at this kind of the point I can just say is we always have food also. So the food to the site, me personally, what I can just talk about is I've never charged any person about the food to the site here, which is a bit, I don't know how it's going to be working at this kind of the time, because already we don't have much of the money to make it happen, but we will try our best to make sure they're going to be getting it in touch. If we're going to be paying them tomorrow, it's going to be tomorrow, so you can just cut off for the breakfast and lunch, and tomorrow you're going to be paying them a bit because of the transaction not occurring today on Sunday. But the work has to continue, because the payment, if you can just decide that the payment is going to be 2 days, after every 2 days it will be more effective at that kind of the time as we make it happen. So keep it tuned, keep supporting, and so you can just make sure that people are sleeping here with an immediate effect, which is a permanent solution. I have also Mr. Lucas is here. Hi, man.
Hi.
How is everything?
Everything is fine.
The work continues.
The work continues.
So you want to make sure that everything is so fantastic.
Yes.
Oh,
and that's
so
what we have to make sure.
You have to make sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. So muda nishikia ama wende uko na nani? Uko na difu? Oh, tunaenda na hii, si ndio? Haya, twende nayo. Mbona ni kidogo bana? Jaza mawe bana. Tena na yeye ameenda hivyo. Confused elements. No, this is very small, Lucas. This is very small, man. This is very small. Okay. This kind of the material should be full of stones. No problem. Where are we putting?
Imezima.
Oh, down there?
Imezima.
Imezima bana. Wewe tap kama nani simu. Uendelee na kazi. Yeah. Fantastic. Hapa. Haya. So we should be more punctual. Yeah. And returning is the one person returning the machera.
No
as
problem.
The work continues as much as everything so continuous. So it's part of the program also, and he has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, but exactly. The name Lucas the Traveler.
Lucas the Traveler.
Yeah.
Is part of the team to earn a small wages and a living.
To make sure that everything is just picking on.
Exactly.
And
supporting the family to have a permanent solution here.
At least they can feel comfortable.
Exactly.
Others.
So we make it happen, and this is the work has to continue.
Yes.
And making it happen.
That's just the beginning.
This is
the beginning.
Thank you very much. So the work continues here. As I said, some of the measurements here, they are measuring to make sure that this kind of the foundation is gonna be so effective to make sure that how many 2 feet per 1.5?
1.5.
Or 1.5, eh? Yeah. 1.5 exactly. I can remember my G castle was 2 feet. 2 feet apart, and it was so huge in a way that I was even talking about, oh my living God, where am I going to get much of the hardcore to feel full? But also even right now you can even see a small one we have already arranged here. Already the area is looking like it's empty already. But that's what we're going to be having here, and I said it. If we're going to be having less hardcore to the site, we shall make sure that we're going to be making it up. But today, this hardcore is enough for today. If we see that tomorrow we're going to not have, we we shall arrange. My brother will just make sure we're going to be arriving here with much of the hardcore, and we will pay at the time whenever we're going to be having some of the money. So guys, as far as you support and we make it happen, we're going to be having it coming out. Even $1, $2, $3 is enough to make it happen. As the good thing is now we are just looking for the labor money. Guys, that is what I can just talk about. If you're going to be supporting us to get even the ballast, 1 truck of ballast is enough to complete everything, including the toilet. And also the lintel and also the phone. Talk about the slab over the house. It will be enough. 1 truck, which costs about 15,000 there, which is approximately, whenever calculate into US dollars, it can just go up to 130 US dollars per each truck of the ballast. And also whenever we're gonna be getting, yesterday I was about to forget a bit. Yesterday I brought another sand, and I said that my brother could just get here very late, but the sand, you can see we had talk about the second truck came here, so we have 2 trucks of sand already heaped here. So this kind of the sand will just get as more better and more further at this kind of the time, and it will be so fantastic whenever we talk about we're gonna be having the materials which are enough to the site. So the sand is part of the enough materials to the site by now, and we shall just look forward whenever we go ahead and ahead. You understand, some of the materials will come to be to the site whenever we reach at this kind of the point. We see which one of the following can just follow. So right now what we are eyeing for is the labor and also much of the ballast. If you're going to be touched, you can just talk about Gintu. Let us get this kind of the ballast to the site, and also much of the labor, which is making it more a bit difficult also, or more expensive in terms of the expenditures, in terms of the construction, because we have all the materials gathered. Now the expenditure of this kind of the people working is going to be a bit and you see the work is now continuing, and everybody is busy making sure that everything continues more meticulous here. So I like about this one here, and the work commences and goes on well and well. Keep it tuned. I'm gonna be back to you in a short while. Hello, beautiful people, back again, and we are here to make sure that everything is going to be so fantastic. We have some bananas here to the site, and we have the breakfast. I've brought the breakfast here from my courtesy, and a bit of making sure that everything is so fantastic. There is no electricity, man. At least it has charged a bit. Okay. So guys, back to the center here, and I see the work continues, and now we're going to be getting to the breakfast here, and everybody should just make sure that we're going to be getting some food stuffs here. We have some porridge here for much of the people to drink here. Oh, we have so many people on the site. Even I never remembered that we have some of the other people there. Oh my God, we have 14 people at the site. Even more than 14 people to the site here. So I think some of them will have to make sure that everything comes out the way it's going to be coming a bit. So the good fact is we're going to be getting some breakfast. We're going to be offering it, and also some lunch, and a bit if we're going to be getting to the lunch. And because already, guys, what I was ever thinking about is already we don't have even stones here. Already we are out of stones here. The 1 truck is already finished. The 2 trucks there, we are remaining with 1 truck at that end. So I don't think if we're going to be getting up to even noon time here, we will have already finished. And yet this is how it's going to be, because this is the first layer for this kind of how they always do it. Talk about the foundation and the stones arrangement, and this kind of the downer area, because of the topography, it will be at a higher level, in a way that we need another truck of the stones to make sure that we're going to be attaining the certainty of this kind of the foundation to get it in touch. So wapatia ndizi but mambo uko chonjo. So guys, they're going to be buying them a little bit of some of the bananas. I think everybody should just get two. So muko wangapi? 14 14. So 28 divided by 4. 28 divided by 4. Any mathematician? 7. 7. Are you sure? Okay. So atupatie mafungu 7. So guys, they always sell 20 bob per 4 bananas. So we wanted to take tuchagurie ndizi smart. Chukua tu tuweke hapa kwa beseni. Tuchukulie mafungu 7. Your number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hai, nyongezo ni pesa. Safi. Thank you. This is for me. This is called addition. So 7 by 20, it's 140 shillings. Ngotomere mama. M-Pesa. Usen cash. Nana kona 150 hapo. Wait, wase? Uko na 100? Nana kona macoin. People are broke.
We are broke.
Uko na 50? I dante to pay your sobas. Na uya atupatie 50, atupatie 10 bob.
Ngapi?
Mbili. 2.
Hapa? Chukua hii.
This is Mr. Magavo. Mambo iko chonjo? Uji iko sawa? Safi. Chukua kikombe. Hata mimi ndo nilikuwa nashangaa bana. Tuwabakishie. Ama imeisha? Imeisha?
Nachukua moja.
Aya. Hata kuna yenye huyu atakunywa?
Imeisha.
Yote kunywa hospitali.
Guys, the 10 liter is already finished. Let me add Magabo. Utaenda kwa ile hoteli huko juu. So unajua Mama Faith Then he will go to Mama Faith hotel there a bit and get some breakfast there. So I thought 10 atamo mpatie pesa. No problem. I thought guys the 10 liter will be at least, but you have seen even it has not even got something here even for them to touch a bit. So I think we're gonna be coming with 15 liters per today and tomorrow. 10 shillings. Okay. Shingi kumi, yeah. So that's what we are following, and guys, this is the work that's gonna be continuing, and we are now at this kind of. Oh, my brother is here. Let me talk to him a bit, and I think gonna be getting some of the stuff to be done here more meticulous. Hiyo ni ya pili? Ya kwanza ama ya pili? Kwani si mlilala na mchanga? Oh. Yewe. Amracha na bai bigi na yako. Sasa unafikisha mchanga rafu. Si ukifikisha mchanga ukirudi hapo utafute mau kuja na umwage uende kwa mchanga. Tafuta usikie kama utapata. Mawe hayatatosha maga asile tu. Exactly. So they're gonna be getting to the other side, and I thought maybe I come here. Guys, this is how everything is just running at this kind of the time. Afu wapelekee ndizi pia wale wanataka wakule. Tangu hivi 10 bino mbibere. Sikeigo. Keigo. Aya, tabahera ba. Oh, yeah. Okay, already she has got another tender to the truck there. So she has to go and sell there. So at least we're going to be promoting the I think pia wale wamepata zao. Kwani ndizi kwani nani amekula mingi bana zimepita? Si tumechukua ndizi? Sasa hapa si tumechukua ndizi mingi mpaka za wale bana. Sasa tuko watu ngapi? Hapa ni watu 14, si ndio? 14 by 8 hiyo si ni 20. Oh, ni sawa. Hao ni 12 plus wale ni 14. So wasaidizi ni 8 na mafundi ni 4. Sio ni 12. So kuongeza wale wawili.
Mimi ndi extra.
Ndio kura extra. No problem. Hizi zitawatosha wale, no problem.
Bado ni mbili.
Watu ni 3 sasa watakula. Exactly. So guys, we are on it, and I have just got my brother to bring me much of whenever we're going to be getting there and offload the sand, we're going to be coming with another truck of stones to make sure that the work continues more effectively at this kind of the site. At this kind of the moment, we're going to be talking about, we have not yet even paid for that one. We're going to be asking which kind of the time and at what time will we reach at this kind of the time. We have not yet paid for this kind of the hardcore, and also some of the people at the site here talk about the people who are working at the site. They need also to do the work and be paid here. Sasa nani? Sasa hiyo saa ngapi ndio mulingire? Hayo kubatisha. Supige usikie. Guys, that's how the work gonna be, and I think we have to make it happen, and I appreciate the moment here. Guys, keep supporting. Tomorrow is on Monday. We can just make sure that we're gonna be getting any kind of the transfers, and we can just work with it more effectively at this kind of the point. And I appreciate much of the people tuned and locked in, because the work continues with its own formula, and we understand how the work is gonna be, and we need it to be so fantastic as we're gonna be making sure that everything is coming out more effective. Oh, sasa nuni bene.
Atuwe muri.
Onu warem. Guys, the food is fooding, and they have democratized to eat. Hi. Yeah, guys, this is a meal of lunch a bit, and everybody gonna be getting some lunch in here, and it's something which is so I'm gonna be giving them a little bit of the hype of the day. So mambo iko namna gani? Swaga ugali kabisa. Niweke tu kidogo. Iko sawa. We have to have a dishing here a bit. Kuna watu hawajapata, si ndio? Sisi cabbage hapa tujadish hapa. I mean kidogo. So guys, it's the work, and it's in the lunchtime edition, and we're going to be getting some luncheon, and after finishing the luncheon we're going to be getting back to the construction here. And already I've seen a bit some of the sections here have been enclosed with much of the mud already, and this is what we always do, talk about use of the slurry mud, so as you can just make sure that you're going to be getting to the channels. And much of the people are going to be asking about, okay, why couldn't we use some of the cement to how the construction is always coming up from this kind of the village. We don't use much of the cement now going to be getting as the slab, and also from the slab, and also going to be having the plaster of outside to make sure we're going to be getting it in touch to make sure everything going to be so fantastic here. So everything is just compatible, and everything is just running good, and we shall now make sure that everything is coming out here very fantastic. So keep tuned. I'm going to be giving you much of the things that they're going to be coming from this kind of the site, and the work continues as far as everything is in tune. So my brothers told him they're going to be arriving here, and you see already there's no stones here. We have a little bit that are just sectioned here to make sure we're going to be uplifting this kind of the side. We understand the downer area are going to be uplifted much greater, so they can just get the topography of up here. So here they're already into, we can just call it the final touches, and this is the final touches. They're going to be now making sure that they're going to be levelizing from the top, as you can, they can just go down there, so you can just see where the level is running from this kind of the position from here. So that's the level. So I think we're going to be having so many hardcore, so as it can just be brought here, so this kind of the area can be more meticulous from this kind of the side. I understand that we're going to be using so many hard, and I think about we can just differentiate it a bit in a way that we can just make a step going down there. If we talk about, we're going to be getting to this kind of talk about the height of those kind of the two sticks. I think the downer area, it will be in my waist, and it will be so many and huge amount of hardcore we shall just be using here. I think we shall have a step from there, and it will go down a bit, so as you can just have a step going to the bedrooms. It will be so effective and cost cutting in terms of the materials that are needed and to the site, and that's what we're going to be doing here. So everything is tuned, and the area and the people are just making sure we're going to be having some some luncheon there, and everything is so fantastic in this kind of the luncheon. So keep tuned. I'm gonna be coming to you in a short while to make sure that everything is though presuppositively getting the way we have just already oriented ourselves, to make sure that everything is getting to the touch. So keep it tuned. I'm gonna be getting for my brother to arrive, and they put some of the hardcore. We see if we're gonna be adding another one or not, because we don't have much of that kind of the money again, and we had not budgeted that we'll have such kind of much stones will just be needed here to make sure that everything is getting to the position. So keep tuned. I'm gonna be coming to you in a short while after everything is in touch. After the luncheon, we're gonna be embarking to the system, and the work should be done. Guys, I was about to start dishing here, and my brother has already arrived here, and I want them to get the stones. I don't know where. Mnataka mwekeo wapi? Yako hapa? Hapa hapa. Oh, Toto. Asu songeza wasimbele kidogo hiyo bike. Ama utamwaga hapa juu? Utapanda juu? Hawezi panda juu eh? Ama basi wakutengenezea hapa. Hii songezo. Gani hii hapa? Yeah, we are considering even the post here. So you think ama mwagie tu hapo hivi. Si atakuja eh. We have to remove this kind of the stuffs here. We can get it on a way of getting it poured. So guys, hapa tu juu, hapa tu juu. So we're gonna be getting it in touch here right now. Guys, it's something that we never talked about. We're gonna be getting 4 trucks. Even if I see we're gonna even getting to the 5th one, but we are praying for the living God here not to have such kind of many as possible, and let it get in touch here a bit. So as you can see, these are the ones that are just here to backfill. That's just for the backfilling here. Hivyo hivyo. Hapo sawa. So you can see how flat the track is. So it's full, eh? Very meticulous. Songa. Songa, songa. Songa mbele. Songa tu mbele kidogo, itatolewa tu saa hii. Hapo. Songa. Hapo. Iko barabara mna tigire kahara bene. Guys, we don't want to interfere with the road. We don't want to interfere with the road. Eh? Don't want to interfere with the road. So, eh? Yeah. Hapa kando. We don't want to interfere with the road. So, I think they will just go to the road, and that's how the things will just occur here. So, as far so it's easy bus. Mwambia mwaje tu hapo. Hapo iko sawa? Iko sawa? Amesema iko sawa. Sawa. Yeah. So that's enough, and let's work upon it and see how everything will be just running here. So as you can just come out to the conclusion and say that we are running. Guys, we are on the point. Some of the things will be miscellaneous, but everything will be just good here. Sasa, sinikupatia kesho juu ya transactions, ndio? Tomorrow. Yeah. So guys, you know, they understand that sometimes it's not that we shall be having much of the money at the site, and I understand how everything will be just moving here. So already, what I can just say is I've not got much of the tension by now. Talk about in terms of water, we have not agreed by today. Talking about in terms of water, I don't think about we can just agree in terms of talking about per bucket 20 shillings, which is too expensive. Even in town we buy 20 shillings per. In Nairobi city we buy 20 per each kind of the jerrycan. So what about the village here? No. If that's much of the work we can just do, sometimes I always understand, because how everything is always running is at least I can just do 15 per bucket. If it cannot be, let us use other people. I thought about much of the women can get much of the work here to do much of the work, but they are too expensive because of the production of the YouTube here. So I understand, but we don't agree to such kind of the things talking about. It should be shifting to talk about because it's YouTube, maybe you're gonna be having money. No, we cannot have to pay things that I understand from the field. That's something that I always buy 10, I can buy it at 20. No, that one cannot work. So at this kind of the fact, they're going to be looking for another people to do the water, and it will be so fantastic because I've told them to carry all their luggages to leave, and because we cannot agree to such kind of the things that they should increase because it's YouTube. Yeah, so to that one I cannot agree, because I understand, because it's something that we are helping both of us, and that the people are always talking about, oh Gintu, thank you for helping. Why can't you help? You are talking about, yeah, let us increase, because we understand. It's the same way when I came here, I found one of the women who I just found here at this kind of the maze talking about, now we have to cut it again and pay me much of the money. So it's something that they know that, oh, now whenever they see some of the materials arriving, they talk about, oh Gintu, now we have to make sure that we are signing another contract. The good thing is I came with my super drum here, and I've told them I will pay for today 15. If they cannot be paid for that 15 per bucket, better they shift and vanish with an immediate effect. We don't have to talk about, oh, imagine a person who is working as a handyman is working for 500 shillings a day, and the person wants to bring water at 20 per bucket and talk about, oh, you know, we have added this, we have done this without courtesy. We can just find ourselves paying a lot of money, even exceeding even the engineer per day, which is not even presupposively to come to this kind of the age. So at that kind of the point, I'm going to talk about everything will be coming out more fantastic, and we'll just make it happen after every kind of the thing is analyzed. And these are the people who are always talking about, yeah, let me get it tomorrow again to give me that work, please give me that work. And whenever you come to the work here, they talk about, yeah, this is the price. I cannot agree to that one, because we need to do something which is the standard, and the standard is always standard. I can ask one of the women, because much of the women are here. Madam, dumu munasombeanga shilingi ngapi? 15? 15?
Ama 10.
10 or 15 kwa ndoo, si ndio? 15 or 10, depending on, guys, they are getting water from there, just crossing the road. They want to talk about, even if it's your own borehole, we are not interested. We will just request for water from Nyaboansi, because we have there some taps, and we have a river down here. The tuk-tuk can just be bringing that kind of, so from tomorrow, we're going to be, even right now, we're going to be signing the contract with the tuk-tuk, so they can just come and make it happen. So that will be at least more favorable than talking about, how the things will be running. So I've just told them that I have to vanish, so I can just have other things to understand here, not to bring much of their own a way of talking about, oh, we have to do this because of this. No, let us go with the standard way of making things to the ground. If it could be another person, you could be talking about, yeah, it's 30 shillings per bucket. How? A 20-liter water which we are buying in town, even not in town, in the city, we are buying water at 10 or 15 or 20, mostly at 20 to a higher price in town if there's a high demand of water. If there's not much of demand of water, like right now it's raining, we can just do with 10 shillings. That is a fact. So if somebody's talked about, we are not emphasizing that you have to do it in that way. So we have to make it happen. So keep it tuned. I'm going to be giving you much of the things. We're going to be coming at this kind of the point and make it happen. So the house will continue. Even if you surrender, you don't surrender, the forum is getting forward. Whoever quit, whoever doesn't quit, the forum is forward. no backward. It's forward always. Keep it tuned. Let's level it up. Coming to you in a short while. Kazi inasonga. Guys, the work continues as normal. And you can now see we are mixing a bit of some of the soil to be so slurry as it's gonna be balanced inside this kind of the hard, so it could just go inside direct to make sure you're gonna be covering all the spots that are needed inside to make sure that everything is so fantastic here. So I heard about one of the other ladies who are telling me that, oh, Gint, we're gonna be coming there to make sure we're gonna be helping you a bit into this kind of the house in terms of cooking and whatever. I have not seen them. I don't know if they were just joking with me, but I don't know if tomorrow they're gonna be coming. But the chance is opened. Whoever feels that like, oh, Gintu, you're gonna be surprising this kind of the construction here, so you can just have some food here. It will be so fantastic, and we really appreciate for that. And we really talk about the doors are open for each and every kind of the person who want to be talking about, going to be supporting us to make sure that this kind of the house comes out. I know much of the people right now, whoever they're passing through the highway there, they're just wondering that, oh, how, oh, they might talk about, oh, it's Gintu's house here. Why is Gintu building a small house? Oh, no problem. A house is a house, but if it has a bedroom, it's a house. Exactly. But the good thing is whenever they now talk about, oh, you understand right now, all the rumors are now all over. They know that, oh, the house belongs to, where is Magapo? Amesha? Ameenda kunani? Yeah, so it belongs to Magabo a bit here. So much of the people don't understand, and that's why I always came out and said that you can never know. Maybe you can come to where now you can say that, oh, maybe now God has left me. Maybe that's where now God comes to your pocket, and you talk about now things are going to be coming out excavated. So that's why everything is just continuing. We are after lunch, and I appreciate this kind of the moment here. We are making it happen, and we're going to be making everything to come out more fantastic. Isn't vikombe zangu? Oh. Oh, it's on Zajure Mama. Exactly. So everything is running so good. We have a new truck of some hardcore here, and I think, guys, we're gonna be separating this kind of the house to have a step down there because we cannot go the way it is. We will need so many trucks of hardcore here so it can just reach where it's at. So this is the strategy that I always talk about. This is how it's just being used, and it goes inside. So it's always very slurry, and it can just get inside here and cover all the spots that are inside this kind of the hardcores here. So this is how we all make it, and all the houses, much of the people are making it. If we can talk about, you're going to be getting to the uniqueness of maybe constructing the house using much of the beams here, much of the steels here. It will be more hard for us to complete this kind of the house. It will need us so many days here, as we don't need such kind of, even we can just do this because this is how it's done here. Much of the people talk about, oh, Gintu, can you use much of, no guys, this is the trend we are having here. So no one can just complicate much of the statement, talk about, oh, Gintu, why couldn't it be this way? No, this is the matter that you're going to be holding it here. So this is the fantastic method. So you can even see how it's. So we have like two of them. They are making it happen here at the site, and another person is here to make sure that. So the whole house. The good thing is the whole house is already covered with. It's always covered with this kind of the hardcore everywhere. So we are having the other guy here to make sure they're going to be now covering the whole spots of this kind of the stones here with this kind of the slurry mud, and so it can just get in touch this kind of the fantastic module. So that's the way forward. And also the other work is here, and they are continuing with this kind of the work, and everything's so fantastic here. So we're going to be getting forward with it. So wewe salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Inshallah wa barakatuh.
I see you are doing what you are working.
We are working. We are on the work.
You are working.
We are working.
Yes.
The boys are moving.
The boys are moving. Yeah. I'm wondering how they are throwing those mini from there.
They talk about the soil.
Yes.
So they are related to this kind of the work, and we are about to find the water.
He has the experience, huh?
We are about to find the water. Or what am I seeing here? Because this kind of the maram I'm checking here. Yeah, like this one here, it's for water. Even right now, it's very wet.
It's like water they're passing through. Don't you see there's ways?
Yeah, there are some of the ways. Yeah, exactly. This kind of the soil is more related to this kind of. It's gonna be water. So how many feet right now? 12?
It's around about 14 now.
No, 12 there.
12?
Yeah, it's about 12 to 13.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are moving. So guys, we are moving. So I think today they're gonna be having the finish line of it, and you're gonna be reaching at the end of that kind of we don't want to excavate until we find the water, because even this one here to fill it's not a joke. Decades of the years, and so you can just complete it here. So we're gonna be hunting much of the matter still here, and everything is just running more effective here. So we're gonna be moving. So already we have water. I said about we're gonna be having much of water to the site here, and already we have the water has already arrived here, and everything is so fantastic. So we're gonna be getting on and on with this kind of the way, and make sure that everything is so fantastic here. We are running out of water also, and you understand also we have to pay for this kind of the water delivery, and the drums are bit to be empty. Unakuanga na super drum? Ni hizo tu madumamu tatuachia. Kuna mtu mwingine alikuwa anataka? Sahi bado, si ndio? Unaweza tuachia tu watumie afu wanazirudisha, si ndio? Exactly. It's always 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 24. So 24 it's 2 drums like the one that we are having there. It's 2 drums here. So it's in a fair price, and I like it. Tunaweza flood. Muko na Kegunya. My boy who are working together, my co-member. Kila kitu iko sawa? Exactly. So guys, already we have water, and I said about if we don't agree with this, we have to disagree as we agree, and we disagreed, and already we have another person who is right now bringing this kind of the water, and at the same price, and he's using the machine. So you can now imagine how this kind of the things are always working. Why are we using a machine and the same delivery, the same way we pay for the other people who could just bring that kind of the water? So we have this kind of the people always think about, oh, we're going to be having this kind of the money going to be flowing here, and that's why we have such kind of a bigger problem that we're going to be encountering at this kind of the level. So keep it tuned. Still we are on it, and I'm just very punctual on whatever we're just doing here. So support Gintu so you can just make sure that tomorrow we're going to be paying for the labor. I think here the stone will we will see where the stone will just get us up to, and if we're going to be needing, we can just talk about a tractor, or again a tipper can come, because we have to finish it. But the good thing is we have the cements, and we have this kind of talk about this kind of the bricks here. We're going to be using them with an immediate effect, and if we reach at the brick stage, I think it will be more very nice, because the house will be moving like safari rally, and it's just here. It's going to be taking us a bit time, but tomorrow, I think tomorrow we're going to be finishing it, the whole of it, so you can just slab it the following day, and we have we start the construction of the bricks with an immediate effect. We are running out of time, because in the hospital there, they need much of the bills, because the more they sit in the hospital, the more the bills. And the more the medication, the more the food, the more the consumption rate is food. So also the pocket demand is going to be decreasing a bit. And also support us to make sure that everything is so fantastic. Whatever you can just talk about, you're going to be coming with that condition. Again, to make sure that this goes to the hospital, it will go to the hospital. This goes to the construction, it comes to the construction. And I appreciate if you want your name to be mentioned, I can just name your name and talk about a sister maybe from US, maybe a brother from somewhere. I can just mention and talk about we move forward as a team. So keep it tuned. The work continues as normal, as we have just precipitated it to make sure that we are burating and making sure that the titillation is so meticulous at this kind of the point. So we have kuja sasa tuelewane. Mambo iko namna gani? Kila kitu iko chonjo. So unajisikiaje at least sasa itina move? Unajua ingekuwa nilikuambia tutajenga. Guys, you understand at the first level, wakati nilikuja kukutana, when I went to meet them, I said that I'm not like the rest. But I'm not the best, but not like the rest. That's what I told him. And he told me, no, most of the people have ever told us. Sasa unaamini eti niko tofauti? Yeah. Niko tofauti. Yeah. So at least now you can now see, at least uko na kitu hapa, si ndio? So sometimes you can never know where you are talk about your God is coming to your life. In a way that when somebody comes to and talk about, no, I don't want to see you, maybe that person is the one who is having your God there. And now God comes inside like that. So when they, even I insisted to come with the police so they can just come out. And even I used the police so they can just come out. So at this time they're now understanding how this kind of the things always move. So kila kitu iko chonjo sasa, si ndio? Exactly. So guys, we have it here, and the work continues as normal, as you can see at this kind of the site. And I appreciate much of the people supporting the boy. Talk about everything was so fantastic. Unasema thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Coming back to you in a short while and representing. And the work continues as normal. We are trying to precipitate it and burate it in a normal way. And we're going to be having a home from nothing to something. And you can convert it, you can understand whenever we're going to be calculating this kind of the scientific names and talk about calculation of the chemical formula. You have to make sure that everything is coming out more fantastic. So guys, we have something there and everything. So unaweza fanya hivi. Good, eh? Exactly. Kudos, guys. Keep it tuned. Guys, we are back, and it's a very in the evening a bit here. It's 15:12 in the evening, and the work progresses well, and you can now see still we are at the section here to make sure that the work progresses much. And this is now the level that we're going to be coming up with, and I think they're going to be getting to the other level there, but the level was reading onto my neck, which is a bit headaching to me, in a way that we can just use so many tracks to make sure that everything going to be coming out. So when we see this kind of the level and coming to this kind of an area, which is the topography is reading down here, so you can see where it's just running to. So it's going to be coming up to where I am here, a bit ready to my chest here a bit, and it could be so headache in terms of how, hey guys, we have to minimize. We are thinking about, we're going to be talking about, we're going to be having a step or a slope a bit, so they can just have a minimization of this kind of the stones coming here. So the work is ongoing good, and I think about tomorrow will be squeezing more test, but I think I'm going to be adding another track of hardcore here, so as you can just have much of the betterness. So our boys here, they have democratized footing up. How many feet? 11. Not even 11. Yeah, it's 11. Yeah, you can even see from there. So 11. So 7 plus only 4. Sindio? 4 by 5. 2,000. Sindio? Yeah, this is 1. And this is 2. Sindio? Kuna mtu anadai. Guys, I don't want much of I had planned for this. So tumebakisha 4 feet. Ama tutakuwa kwa maji? Hatutakuwa kwa maji? Guys, I'm asking if we will be in water, so you cannot continue much further. But I think it's a very big one here. So but we shall continue. Mali tutaona itakuwa fiti, tutaachia hapo, si ndio? Exactly. So we have then we will start up the borehole, a well. We shall start. Kisima itakuwa base gani? Uko iko sawa? So we shall have a well at the other position, so you can just have it coming. Sawa. Tomorrow is another day. Exactly. Asante bana. Kesho, si ndio? Haya, tusongeze maisha. Exactly. Sorting them out. I'm still remaining with the people at the site here, and they are 12 in number. I think everybody going to be getting a bit of the top masons are 1,000, and there are 4 of them. I think that's 4,000. And the handman, there are 8 by 500, which are going to be getting to 4,000. So it's 8,000 that are going to be having here. And an extra, we have Magabo as an extra person. And I think he has gone back to the hospital to check about the family and what's just going to be getting there. So we're going to be getting to the hospital there and get some of the things. But the construction is well, and we are just making it happen. And I like about it. So keep it tuned. I'm going to be back to you to make it happen. Guys, back again. A little bit here, we are a bit getting some of the rest, and everything's so fantastic coming from this kind of the side here. I have Ayub. Mambo. Ayub is eating here a bit, and right now he's drying up. You can even see the leg. It's drying up meticulously, and I think he's healing. He's healing, and I like about right now they're gonna be so fantastic. I've brought them a little bit of some of the oranges here, and they're gonna be eating. And talk about the mom, she's still showering. The good thing is now they are persistent in terms of showering. Consistency, it's there, and they're gonna be even clean. Even right now you can see even the arteries, they're a bit clean, and they're gonna be so fantastic here. So the boy is so meticulous. Zunguka vizuri, hivyo, yeah, eat, chukua, kula. So right now I'm gonna be buying them also some of the milk and the bread. I think about, I said it yesterday, that they need to eat severally and each kind of the time to make sure that those kind of the diseases, they make you very hungry, and unashanga. So a bit nice, and whenever I see this kind of the things out there happening, and they are now recovering, what I like is now the wounds are drying very completely, because even yesterday he bought them some of the medication that were a bit costly, and they are now to dry up this kind of the wounds very quickly. And right now I think they don't have that kind of the wetness and such kind of how this kind of the jiggers were. That's not, they're just surviving more meticulous. ridiculously, and I think it's much of the best thing for us to do and make it happen. So appreciation to each and every other person. Whenever you support us, we support them. You look at even right now, he's eating very nicely, and he can just make it happen, and that's the best way for us to do. Whenever you're going to be supporting us, we support them, and we make them to feel like they are still in home and they can just make it happen. So appreciation, and I say respect to each and every kind of the person who has been there locked in and talking about Gintu. Let's forward. And guys, we don't have much of the hospital bill, and support us to have the hospital bill also, and for them to stay here, they eat, they drink. Like right today, gonna be having some of the chapatis and much more, so they're gonna be getting a little bit of what even kids like. So we're gonna be supporting them and make it happen. To the house construction that's made for this kind of the young boys, and because they are tomorrow's leaders, and we don't know the tomorrow how they will be. Maybe they will remember us and talk about this kind of the channel changed their life from nothing to something, and I will talk about that. Will be the best way for us to go. The mom, she's showering, and that shower is meaning that they are not forced to go and shower right now. So when they stay here for like 10 to 15 days, I think they will be at a position of having everything done more meticulous, and they will talk about, yeah, they will now sensing that this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do, this is lunchtime, and they will just be persistent and consistent in terms of that. So keep it tuned. I'm getting back to the site and check the closing chapter of the site there, and make sure that we're going to be earning, getting them some their own small wages, and they're going to be getting home. And tomorrow we shall be on Monday, and we shall be on duty to make sure that everything is performed. And also tomorrow I'm going to be getting Jacinta back to the college to see if we can just get a college, and make sure that she's going to be getting a chance. And also tomorrow I'm going to be getting to the other family and see how the things are just working, because we left it a bit, but we're going to be going back to that kind of the position and helping where we can. So keep it tuned. I'm going to be back to you guys. Back again. We are now closing up the chapter, and they talk about the people here. They are talking about Ogintu. Now it's Myanmar time is talking about the pocket demand. So everything gonna be so fantastic here. So we're gonna be getting everybody in touch here, and everything gonna be so fantastic here. So everything is so fantastic. Let me check here. Get this one here. Let them count a bit, man. This is your money, man. Count the money. If it's more, man, I want the refund. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 8.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Confirmation.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it good?
That's good.
Fantastic. So guys, it's 8,000, and that's what gonna be given out with an immediate effect right now. And we are now closing up the chapter at this kind of the time, and talk about thank you very much. Everyone has been tuned and supporting us to get everything in touch. And we have Mr. Magabo here one-on-one. Sasa unaonaje kazi inasonga? Everything is now nice, eh? So guys, this is the way we're going to be making it happen. And tomorrow is on Monday. You're going to be supporting us again. They'll just show up tomorrow. And I think we're going to be adding a little bit of one track of also some hardcore, as you're going to be getting to the sleep of today. As tomorrow going to be waking up, it will be another day. And we support us so they can just make it happen, so as Magabo can come and stay here. Also, he's part of the work. Is now recovering a bit, and it's now drying up, and I appreciate this kind of the time, because from how you support us, there's a way you're going to be supporting also and making it happen. So this is the way forward here. So Mr. Magabo, kila kitu iko chonjo, njoo huku kidogo tuangalie vile maneno inasonga. So guys, this is how the foundation is. So we still have the downer ones, because today it was a bit having this kind of the way to go this way and this way and this way. I talk about starting talk about the downer ones, the first one, the second, the third. So at this kind of the point, it has reached to where now everything is so fantastic. So kila kitu iko chonjo sasa, and everything is so fantastic. Kuja huku kidogo tu, songa tu kidogo, that way. So already we have it, so keep it tuned. Unaweza ambia safi sana. Exactly, we make it happen. Guys, support us, and we're going to be ending this kind of the video. Support us much and much and much, and tomorrow is another day, as we're going to be waking up. I think tomorrow sijui kutoka kwako tunaendelea na kazi, ama mawe ni kidogo, ama mawe tutaongeza. Mawe lazima tuongeze truck moja. So we are talking about, we have to add one truck of the hardcore, and everything will be so fantastic. Oh, umelipo. I came. Oh, you are waiting for two to be balanced too. Who is getting the full? The fundi?
Yes.
The fundi is
1,000 man.
1,000 money.
Yes.
So this is for the fundi.
Yes,
exactly. A fundi.
I'm Arego de B.
Arego de B.
Arego de B.
Whenever you get your one full stick here, this is called a stick in Kenya. One full stick. So he has one full stick. Exactly. So guys, the site is going to be closed with an immediate effect right now, but we're going to be coming up tomorrow and tomorrow but one, and we'll just make it happen as we're going to be getting this kind of everything in touch. And whenever you're going to be supporting us, even $1, $2, you're going to be doing much of the best thing here as we're going to be driving and making it happen. To the hospital, everything is so nice, and we are going to be looking forward to make sure that everything is balanced there. So keep it tuned. And Safi kesho. Shokude. So that's the best way for us to go and making it happen. So keep it tuned. Tomorrow is another day. Asante sana. So we're going to be getting back with Magabo here back to the center to make sure that we're going to be getting to the hospital, and also we're going to be getting old yoga. So he has got a shower, so that's very meticulous here. So we are closing this kind of the chapter, and we are saying that guys, support us. Tomorrow we're going to be getting much of the hardcore also, and finish this kind of the foundation once and for all, so you can just deal with other things like brick or the brick laying, and much more to come from this kind of the site. Appreciation to each and every kind of the person, because this is the respect and kudos to people supporting us. It's now in the evening. Let's go and relax. It is 17:02. Let's go relax a bit and have a leisure and even some shower and get rest. And tomorrow we'll meet at the site, and many more things to come tomorrow, because we have best way for us to recover it. Keep it tuned.